Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiffany and this is Vlogmas Day 14. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 10 tips on how you can handle your mental health. Whether it's for the rest of this year or in 2023, I just really wanted to, touch on this because so much has been going on in the world and I know a lot of people are probably struggling mentally. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips that's been helping me, and I'm sure it can help you. So if you guys want to know about these tips, please keep watching. Alright, so before I dive in, I just want to say that I am not a professional at this. I don't have any professional experience, no professional degrees. These are just some of the tips that I've done that's helped me out. And the reason why I'm doing these videos, well, 3 years ago I was in a really bad place mentally. Like, there was just so much going on. I wasn't happy with my job. My friends were like dropping like dead flies. Like, it was just really a really bad time for me in 2019, and it put me in a really bad place mentally. And then when COVID came, it was just a lot going on. So these are just some of the things that I did to really help better my mental health and just really overall make me more happier. So hopefully these tips can help you guys as well. So the first thing I would do was journal. I've been journaling for years, on and off. I would start, stop. So I really just decided to journal a lot more in 2020. So I would write down my goals, what I wanted to do, just like different things, like how I was feeling, and also trying to figure out why I was feeling that way. But overall, just journaling and writing down my thoughts really helped me out because they weren't just stuck in your mind the entire time. They're somewhere out that you can possibly like read through, or maybe go back and say, okay, I remember when I was feeling this way, but now I feel this way. Like, just make it easier for you. So journaling was one thing I did. Take yourself out on dates. Please, guys, always make yourself a priority. Don't be afraid to just be out here taking yourself out on dates and feel some type of way. Don't, like, take yourself to the movies, take yourself out to eat. Like, I do it all the time. Like, if I want to go try like a new restaurant, I'll take myself there and go. If I want to go shopping, I'll do that. If I want to go to the movies, I'll do that. Like, whatever I want to do, and I necessarily just don't want to have a whole bunch of people with me. Just take yourself out on a date. Don't feel no type of way if you want to go to a museum, go for a walk in the park, or maybe just even take your car but drive around the neighborhood for like 30 minutes or something like that. Just do something where you can really just clear your head and focus on you and focus on what makes you happy. Another thing that I love doing now is don't be afraid to say no. There's no harm in saying no. There's no harm in saying, I would love to, but this doesn't fit to what I'm trying to do right now. Now, when it comes down to work, be careful how you say no. Maybe if you're at one of those companies where, your boss will ask you if you want to take on a certain project. I guess there's a certain way you can work that, but like, friends, family, neighbors, whatever, if it's something that you just know you don't have the time for mentally or emotionally or even physically, don't be afraid to say no, because doing too much at once can definitely weigh you down. So if need be, just say no. And if they get mad about that, then your mental health comes first. Self-care days. For me, this consists of doing a face mask. Like, I'll do like one of my favorite face masks. I'll take my Bluetooth speaker and listen to music. I'll clean my house. I'll just take like extra long in the shower that day. Maybe I'll have a glass of wine, whatever it may be, or I'll get my nails done, get a pedicure, get my eyebrows done, whatever it may be. Do something that will make you just feel good about yourself, even if it's like getting a new haircut or a new hairstyle or maybe a new tattoo. I don't know what you like to do, but don't be afraid to have self-care days. Go out with your friends more and try to make new friends. I absolutely love hanging out with my friends. They definitely take my mind off just so much, like just hanging out with them, laughing, having a good time, whether we're at each other's house, or we're going out to eat, or we're going to like a movie or something like that. Just whatever it may be, I absolutely love hanging out with them because they just make me feel better. And also try to make new friends. I know some people are introverts and they don't always like to talk to new people, but there is an app called Eventbrite that you can go on, and there's like so many different events. You can tailor it to what's going on maybe in your neighborhood. Maybe there's like a fair going on or something like that, and just like try to meet new people, see what's around. Maybe go to some games if you like sports. I don't know what sports popular right now. I think basketball is currently happening. If you watched Vlogmas Day 13, you would know I don't do sports. But sports, if you like sports, maybe go to a game and try to meet some new people. Just whatever it be, but just try to hang out with your friends more. Try to get out the house more, and try to meet new people as well. Work on your diet and your physical health. So early in the year, I started exercising. Keyword, started. I started, then I stopped because a lot was just going on between finishing up school and working at the time, but I do plan on starting back up. But I know that when I was exercising, I felt really good. Like basically I felt good, so my mind was good as well. So probably try not to have too much fast food, try not to eat out too much. I am not a big fan of cooking, but I did try to learn new recipes that made me feel good as well. Just, you know, be on a more healthier side. That can also affect you mentally if you're not healthy physically. So that's something that helped me out, and I do plan on going back to that because I dropped the ball big time with that at this year, but I do plan on picking it back up. Go on vacations more. It doesn't have to be international. Like no one's telling you pack a bag and go to Spain tomorrow. Now if that's something you can do, by all means do what you need to do. But for the past 2 years, my friends and I have been traveling around the US, and we absolutely love it. Last year we went to Boston, this year we went to Miami, and next year we're gonna go to San Francisco. So either you can do domestic travels or international travels, or maybe if you just book a hotel in like a really fancy area in your state or something like that, and just stay for like over the weekend just to like really clear your head, go to the spa, you know, eat at their restaurants, try out their pool, their saunas, whatever it may be. But just try to get away and vacation more, and just ignore responsibilities for some days, because that always just makes you just feel more relaxed and recharging your body is key to mental health. So if you're just constantly on go, you won't feel good. So just take that moment to recharge. So try to look into doing some vacations, pick up a new hobby. With my business and everything like that, that's something that I absolutely love. I love doing it, but there are other hobbies that I want to do. Like I've always wanted to do a pottery class, so I'm actually looking into doing a pottery class next year. So maybe I'll do something like that on the weekends or something. But yeah, try to pick up a new hobby. Try to find something that maybe you've always wanted to do. Maybe there's a certain class you always wanted to do, like being a bartender, being a dancer, whatever it may be. You know, look to see what else you can do. There's book clubs. If you like reading books and collecting books, look to joining a book club. But try to pick up a hobby that always just makes you feel happy, or maybe something you've always wanted to do, and look into doing it. Perhaps go back to school. There's so many people who maybe their mental health is affected because they feel like where they are in life is not what they had envisioned for themselves. So maybe going back to school, try learning some new techniques and some new things that can really help advance your career. Perhaps if going back to school isn't something that really fit into your schedule, Google has courses for like $39 a month. I'm actually currently taking one, and no, it's not like school. You literally make your own schedule. So I can log in 1 week and probably won't log in again for like another 3 weeks, and that's perfectly fine. So you pretty much set your own schedule with these Google courses, and at the end you do get a certificate when you finish, and it's only $39 a month. I repeat, $39 a month, not per semester, not per credit, not per day, not per week, a month. And honestly, that has to be the cheapest education I've ever had. So I highly recommend looking into that. And lastly, and this is something that I've been doing for the past 2 years, and it has truly helped me out. Celebrate the small wins in your life. No goal that you achieved is too small. So if you, I don't know, let's say you're looking to become an influencer, and one of your goals was to reach like 500 followers, and you were able to do that. Celebrate that. Some people are like, oh, it's just 500 followers, but a lot goes into being an influencer. It's not something you just wake up, take pretty pictures, post, and then that's it. A lot actually has to go into it. So if you were able to get 500 people to be interested in the content that you're posting, celebrate that. Be happy. If you got a promotion at work, if you managed to get to work on time or like 30 minutes early for like a whole month or something like that, celebrate that. Whatever goal you had set for yourself, just be sure to celebrate it and be happy and rejoice. Even if other people aren't happy or completely understand why that was such a big goal for you, ignore the outside noise and focus on you, because at the end of the day, this is your mental health that's you're trying to improve. So celebrate the small wins. And when I tell you, celebrating the small wins have really helped me out, because I is telling myself, okay, I set this goal for myself and I was able to achieve it. That makes me want to set more goals and keep going higher and try to do more for myself. So these were just some things that's been helping me out for the past 2 years, and it's been absolutely amazing. For me, mental health is very serious, especially since experiencing such a troubled year in 2019, and then COVID hitting literally right after. I know a lot of people just felt stuck and lost, like, okay, what the hell are we doing with ourselves? So I definitely wanted to just do something like this to get people know you're not alone, and don't be embarrassed to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed to maybe talk to a counselor, get a therapist, you know. Even if you feel like you gotta pack up where you're currently at and get a new house, a new apartment, get a new job, whatever it may be, do what you need to do. Of course, plan, don't just pack up and leave. Like, plan it out a little bit. But if that's what you feel is best to help you mentally, then by all means, please do that. And I highly recommend like just googling some other tips that's out there, but these are just a few of the 10 tips that I've been doing that has helped me out to the point that I felt confident enough to get this tattoo. So for some of you who don't know, this tattoo I got September of this year, and it represents mental health awareness. So it's the semicolon with the heartbeat that goes into a heart. And for those of you who don't know, the semicolon is the symbol for mental health awareness. So because, you know, 2019 was such a crazy year for me, and with everything that was going on, and then I started doing these tips, I've been able to better myself, and I felt confident and secure enough to get this tattoo. And now I always have it to remind me of, you know, where I was and where I am and where I'm going. So that was it. I hope you guys were able to garner some really good tips from this. And, you know, if it's you or someone you know or someone you love who's maybe struggling, please feel free to pass along these tips to help them out. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Stay tuned for more videos. This was Vlogmas Day 14. Stay tuned for Vlogmas 15. And I love you guys so much. Bye.